What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We are doing a prediction video today for Spinarak and Ariados. Spinarak is known as the string spit Pokemon, and Ariados known as the long legs Pokemon, the spider-looking things. I'm not afraid of spiders, but you may be afraid of spiders. Don't be afraid. We're going to use this as a friend today. And we have a fast level up Pokemon as well as level 22, so it's going to be very interesting. However, before I get started, I got a question to ask you. So, I've been trying to look to update, upgrade, whatever you want to call it, my thumbnail. So this is the typical thumbnail I've used for the past year. It's very template based. I can just plug in the Pokemon I need, add a little bit of glow to it, or make the edges thicker or whatever, and just call it a day. But I've been trying to experiment with a new type. So this is the original type, and this is the potentially new type, depending on how people like. So it's the background. I found a website that gives you like a full-on wallpaper of any Pokemon really, but I use the fully evolved form as the background and blur it a little bit, and then in the foreground use the base Pokemon. And I also got a couple other ones I have right here, so let me just go ahead and show you this one. This is Chimchar, and with Lantern in the back, and then there's the last one with Togepi, and I think it's Togechick in the background. So let me know what you think, if I should go with this, and I think I like it. I think it's got some good ideas. The only thing I'm not quite sure about how to do yet is to do like 3 evolves stages, so I don't think I'm going to blend 2 different backgrounds. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll just skip over the middle stage. I don't know. We'll see, but I want your input, so please give me your input. I'd really appreciate it. So with that being said, let's go into the stats of Spinarak. Spinarak, like I said, is the string spit Pokemon. Don't know what that means, but that's what it is. Bug poison type, fast level up rate. Here's the stats. HP is 40, attack is 60, defense is 40, special attack is 40, special defense is also 40, and speed is 30. So very slow Pokemon. Its stats are pretty consistent, at least. Pretty well balanced, I guess. But an attack is very good at 60. And that's probably our best stat. It's going to be our best stat even when we evolve. At level 22, we evolve into Ariados or Ariados. Not quite sure exactly how it's pronounced, but I'm going to go with Ariados. Ariados sounds cooler. Let me know what you think. Let me know what it actually is if you know the actual answer to this. But we still, same thing, bug poison type. And we evolve into Ariados. HP is 70, attack is 90, so again, still our best stat. Defense is 70, special attack, special defense is 60, and speed is 40. So 40 speed is pretty abysmal. We're going to do what we can to kind of mitigate that, but attack being 90 is definitely our best. We're going to lean into that. I think a lot of our stuff is physical, so that's good. Special attack isn't exactly bad, but our defense and special defense are okay. It's not like one's a glaring weakness. Glaring weakness is our speed, and HP being 70, so decently balanced. But here's the thing: it's the same base stat total as Ladian. So it does. I thought this would be better stats. It looks like it'd be more menacing, but it's the same stats. I think it's just better distributed because the attack is 90. It is slow, but we'll find a way to get through that. And yeah, so let's go and go over the level up moveset for this Pokemon. So we're playing Crystal, so there's not really much of a difference in Crystal other than like 2 moves. So we'll look at that here. Yeah, so we start out with Poison Sting. It's a very weak move in Generation 2. It was okay in Generation 1. At least it was 20 base power. Now it's only 15. So with Stab, this ends up being a 23 base power move, 100% accurate. A lot of power points, so we can get through a lot of the game without having to go heal. String Shot, it lowers the opposition's speed, which is actually pretty smart. It will bring the Pokemon down to its level when it comes to speed, rather than raising itself up early. Scary Face, not really useful. Can't think of a reason why I need Scary Face. Constrict, 10 base power, garbage move. So we have some pretty garbage moves up until we get Nightshade at level 17. If you don't know what Nightshade does, Nightshade gives you 1 damage for every level you are. So for level 30, this does 30 damage. For level 20, does 20 damage. Okay, and yeah, it's a decent move. It is a ghost move, so I don't think it can hit normal Pokemon. But at level 23, we actually get a level up move of Leech Life, which is a little bit more powerful. It's a bug type, so that's where it's helpful. It's useful against a couple things like Psychic Pokemon, useful against other Pokemon that are weak to bug. So it's not a very powerful move, like I said, 20 base power, 30 with Stab, but it is a type move. Okay, we're going to have some TM moves at this point as well, so we may not have as much. Fury Swipes, 18 base power, 80% accurate, not a very good move either. Spider Web, I haven't even looked at what this move does. So I'm going to look up that while we're going over the rest of these moves. So yeah, Spiderweb, and if we were playing Gold and Silver, we'd get Screech at level 45, but instead, we actually get a move that I'm very happy we get. It's Agility. Agility will up our speed by a stage. You can do it, I think we do it 3 times. So Spiderweb, what is Spiderweb? Spiderweb prevents the target from switching out. Okay, that's not useful. I'm sorry. It's not very useful to me. Preventing the opposition from being able to switch out, that's kind of a waste. And at level 53 we get Psychic. So this is not Psychic Pokemon. I don't know why we get Psychic. Why don't we get something like... This should by level up get like Sludge Bomb or something. Or Twin Needle or something. I don't know. But instead we get Psychic. Psychic's powerful and it's very useful, so I'm not going to complain about it. But my lord, like there's I thought Generation 1 had some bad movesets. This one just takes the cake. But we also have a TM moveset because we don't have a great moveset when it comes to our... I'm going to adjust that real quick. Just a little bit higher. There we go. We don't have a great level up moveset, so hopefully our TM moveset is a little bit helpful. So Hidden Power, usually when we don't have access to Ice Punch, Hidden Power Ice is usually where it's at. And I think it's probably going to be the case with this one. We need to be able to beat Claire and Lance, so Hidden Power Ice seems to be where it's at. It's going to mitigate a lot of problems we have. It would just be great to make Hidden Power Bug, but it's not going to last long term. I don't think it's going to be a long-term solution. Sunny Day could be useful. I did miss out on something pretty useful with Sunny Day on the previous playthrough, where I could have set up Sunny Day and then use Giga Drain, and Giga Drain would have done a lot of damage, and Solar Beam. So those two, that might be implemented in this later on in the playthrough. However, I do have a good physical attack, so Hyper Beam may be a good play. Hyper Beam is 150 base power, 9% accurate. This is not like Generation 1, where if you hit and knock out, you don't have to recharge. I'm pretty sure in this generation you have to recharge every single time, whether you knock out or not. Okay, Protect won't be used. Giga Drain, like I said, could be used. We are not Grass type by any means, but Giga Drain, still 60 base power, 100% accurate, does replenish your health. It does do a lot of damage, and if you set that up with Sunny Day makes Grass moves more powerful and Fire moves more powerful. Frustration, I'm not going to use. I'm pretty sure I know how to get it, but it's not useful at that point in the game. Solar Beam, if Sunny Day set up, it does make it more powerful and does make it so you don't have to have 2 turns set up on Solar Beam, just need 1. Return, physical attack, probably be pretty useful. Going to be very useful with this Pokemon. Dig, very useful as well. It's going to be very useful against Ghost type Pokemon. So that's going to be very useful. It's also going to be very useful against Whitney, because she's probably going to outspeed us with her Miltank. So Dig will be a great way to break her rollout. Psychic we can get via TM, but we can also get it earlier. So not a big deal. Now, Double Team, Swagger, and Sleep Talk, we're not going to use any of those 3. However, this move is fantastic, and that is Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is 90 base power. It is 100% accurate. So we can get Sludge Bomb, and this move with Stab, you're looking at a very powerful move. Looking at 135 base power bug move, or a poison move. And I'm pretty sure we can pick up the Poison Barb, which increases our poison attack. Not good for early in the game. Maybe a little bit of help with Poison Sting. But when it comes to later in the game, it's going to make this move extremely powerful. And it has a 30% chance to poison. So Sludge Bomb is going to be where it's at later. It's going to be a very useful move. So I'm looking at Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power, probably Psychic. So there's 3 moves right there. And maybe a stat boosting move like, not a stat boosting, but a 1 stat boosting move, Agility. So that's looking like a pretty good end of game move set there. Track, Thief, and Flash we will not be using with this Pokemon. So, what is that looking like here? Sludge Bomb, Return, Hidden Power, and maybe Agility, or maybe Giga Drain, maybe Psychic. There's options here. We don't exactly have to use all of them at once the second we get them, but there's definitely some good options here. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this playthrough. Like I said, we can pick up what's called the Poison Barb, and it can boost all of our poison moves by 10%. We won't get a boost in poison by a gym until after we beat Janine, but that may be very useful and helpful against Red. So let's go back to the first slide, or this slide, whichever one you prefer. Let's put this one back up top. There we go. Whichever one you prefer, let me know. And give a prediction. Well, I don't think this will take as long as Ladian. Ladian took about just under 3 hours. Okay. Now, if I play through Ladian again, I'd know a little bit more about the struggles we're going to have. I make some different move choices, so on and so forth. So, you know, hindsight is 2020. But I don't think this Pokemon will take that long. Even though it is slow, I think once we get to level 17 and we get a decent move, and we're going to be able to progress through the game pretty quick. We do not get access to Swift, so we can't upgrade that move. However, we also don't get access to Headbutt, now that I think of it. Let me just double check that. We do not get access to Headbutt, correct? Nope. I don't know why that's the case, but we don't get access to Headbutt. So, yeah, and this is a different type of Pokemon than we're used to. Usually when you get to Goldenrod City, you get a huge upgrade in your moves. You get an upgrade when it comes to Headbutt. You get an upgrade when it comes to Swift. You get an upgrade when it comes to the Pokemon Mart, where you can buy all the elemental punches, including Headbutt. But we don't get any of those. So the move we're going to have to rely on to be a level-up move pretty in the middle of the game, before even we get to Morty's Town, is Dig. Dig's going to be our upgrade because it's the most powerful move we can get beyond like Nightshade. But like I said, Poison Sting eventually will help, and I think you can get a Sludge Bomb somewhere around where, I'm trying to remember where it is. I think it's around where like Lake of Rage. So maybe we'll get it right after we get Dig, shortly after we get Dig, and we beat Sudowoodo. So we'll see. But I don't think this Pokemon will take 2 hours and 59 minutes. I think we'll take about 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think after playing through Ladian, even though these stats on this Pokemon is pretty bad, we do have a move that's going to help our speed. So that's going to be a big help. We didn't have anything to help. If we had like Swords Dance or something with Ladian, that would have been helpful. Or like, what's the move? Amnesia or something like that. That would have been helpful. But we didn't. But with this Pokemon, we do have a way to mitigate our worst stat, which is speed. So we're going to utilize that as much as we can until we're over leveled. We're probably going to use a lot of our vitamins to increase Ariados' speed as well. So that's going to be helpful. So the first gym is flying type. So we're weak to that, but we got to get to level 17 to have... I don't think we're going to win that battle unless we... I mean, Constrict, but they can still attack with Constrict in Gen 2. So Constrict's not going to be enough to overcome the flying gym. We're going to need Nightshade. Nightshade will make it a 1 or 2 shot on both the Pidgey and Pidgeotto. So I think that's going to be where it's at. When we look at the second gym, I think the same thing, Nightshade. We're going to be around level 23, 22, 23, so that's going to be helpful. But we really don't have a way to upgrade our moves at that point. And when we go to, by the time we get to Whitney's gym, we're going to have Dig. We get to Morty's gym, we're going to have Dig. We get to the Fighting gym. Fighting gym's not going to really have an advantage over us, really. I don't think Fighting has an advantage over Bug. But I just don't think I have anything great for that gym. Hidden Power Flying would be great, but I'm not going to do that. I'm probably just going to use Hidden Power Ice and use that and some combination of that and Dig, or that maybe Sludge Bomb if I can get it. So that would probably be the best. Actually, yeah, Sludge Bomb would probably be the best bet. And then when it comes to the Steel Gym is going to be problems, because Steel Gym, we only have Dig, and we don't really have anything great for the Steel Gym, but we're not Flying type, so Rock Throw won't be super effective. So, I don't know, but I think that's going to be our toughest gym. I don't see Price being too much of an issue. I think Sludge Bomb would do just fine. I don't see Claire being much of an issue. So the gym leaders, I think the biggest gym leader problem we're going to have is the first gym and then Jasmine's gym. Then the Elite Four members, we're going to have, I don't think we're going to have a Bug move, but we're going to have Poison move. We're Poison type, so Will's going to be a problem. Any of his Psychic moves hit, we're going to be in trouble. But, like I said, Agility is going to help us hit, but that Xatu is faster than us, so we're going to have to find a way to mitigate that. There's going to be a lot of things we have to mitigate, but we don't exactly have... So here's where Ladian I liked, because Ladian had diversity, where we had multiple different ways we could solve problems. With this Pokemon, it's not exactly a bad thing, but with Spinarak and Ariados, whatever you want to call it, we don't exactly have an exact way to... We have more or less, we got to funnel ourselves into an exact way to make our strategy work, instead of having multiple different strategies that... Maybe none of them can work, but it just gives us multiple ways we can try to solve the problem. But this Pokemon is more specific on how it solves problems, so we'll see. But I'm excited to play it, and I'm excited to play it so much that it's going to come out on Friday. And don't forget, on Wednesdays, I release another game. I'm playing Heroes of Might and Magic right now. I switched to that because as much as I do love Battle for Middle-earth, I don't like the Evil campaign, and it's starting to get stressful with playing with the Evil campaign. The Gondorian army is so tough because of all the rangers with flaming arrows that they have, that the strategy I went with was really just got tanked, and so now I gotta try to find a way to recover from that strategy. and that's what's been frustrating me playing through with that. So that's why I've been playing Heroes of Might and Magic's a lot more relaxing. I literally can play with like one hand, so that's how relaxing it is. I guess Lord of the Rings I can play with one hand too, but it's not as stressful because Heroes of Might and Magic is turn-based. So, but enough talking about that game. My prediction, like I said, is between 2 hours and 2 hours and 15 minutes. Now that I know so much more about the game, I think I'm going to be able to blitz through this part. Like I said, the struggle is going to be the first gym and then Jasmine's gym. Now, Jasmine's gym we don't have to do right away. We can, put that off as long as humanly possible. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what I predict for this Pokemon. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And let me know what you think about thumbnail difference. Do you like this one? Or do you like this style? Let me know. And I'll take everyone's... I have so many conflictions when it comes to my friends that I've asked about this. I have some friends that love this style, and I have some friends that absolutely love this style. So I need some input. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. This is JD. This is JD's Universe. And the playthrough for this Pokemon will be out on Friday. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys on Friday.